Hey, it's me, Vicky Marie. And good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in this crazy world we're living in. So sorry it's a couple of minutes late, but I can't find my number 13 on the advent calendar. So, of course, it's the 13th of December today. I hope you're looking forward to Christmas. If you're not, you'll enjoy it with us. We'll give you some smiles, etc. coming up to Christmas. I know a lot of people won't be looking forward to Christmas. Luckily, this year, I am looking forward to Christmas. As I've said before, I've had some terrible Christmases. I've had some brilliant Christmases. I'm hoping this year will be okay. Now, but I've got this lovely advent calendar with the chocolates. And just before I came on, I thought, I haven't had my advent calendar for today yet. So that's why I was late. I'm looking for it. I still can't see it. Number 13. Do you think there isn't a 13? Because, lucky for some is what they say, don't they, about 13. Personally, 13 was a lucky number for me because my son was born on Friday the 13th. Well, I say it depends which way you look at it, but obviously it was because I remember. Sorry, I'm going to waffle a little bit because with my Friday the 13th story. But he was late. He was 2 weeks overdue. And the hospital wanted to induce me because, I was like a bloody Zeppelin. I couldn't walk, basically. I mean, it was just like, my God, just, I literally could not walk. And I went to the hospital and they said, look, we're going to induce you because it's gone 2 weeks, but you can either come in on Friday the 13th or wait till Monday. Because, of course, the weekend they didn't book anybody in. And I was like, no, I can't wait till Monday. I can't walk. So, look, the dogs are sniffing the advent calendar now. They'll probably sniff out the chocolate. And so I went in on the Friday. I was booked in on the Friday to be induced. And guess what happened as soon as I woke up on Friday morning? My waters broke and... listen, it's a complicated story. I know men don't like to hear about these kind of things, and that probably women who've had kids and what have you, they like to share their stories because it is like a big event. But yeah, so I went to the hospital, luckily for me. So this is what I mean. It was lucky for me because I had a room booked already because I was booked in to be induced. And it was 1996. And some people might remember there'd been a big scare about the pill. And so it was packed. The labour ward, if you like, was absolutely packed because that year... in sort of Christmas, New Year time, there'd been a big scare about the pill and people had stopped taking it because it was supposed to be dangerous. And so it was in August 1996. So it would have been around, but actually, so the scare would have been November time, December time. So it was packed. There were women in the aisles, in the corridors giving birth. It was like really sort of just packed, but I had a little room to myself because I was already booked in, even though in the end, it did sort of, well, it should have happened naturally. But anyway, I won't go into the whole story of it. But so Friday the 13th, it's a good day for me. My son was born on Friday the 13th. So every now and again, he has his birthday on Friday the 13th. So it's a good day, but I cannot find number 13 on my advent. Let's get down to the most important things, which is I cannot find number 13 on my advent calendar. Oh, hang on. I wonder if I opened it instead of another one, because number 10 has not been opened and we're now on the 13th. So I've probably made a complete cock up of opening everything up. But I can't even see 13, not even opened. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's not as if I can see, there's 13 and it's been opened. I can't find it. I even put my glasses on to have an extra look. So what was going to say, so anyway, I'll look for it later. I'm not going to look for it now. I wouldn't eat it on live on stream anyway, because eating on stream just doesn't work, does it? But you know, some hotels, they actually don't have a 13th floor, so they'll go from 12 to 14, and this. So technically, obviously, there is a 13th floor, but they won't use it, or they won't use room number 13, etc. You know, because a lot of people think that 13 is bad luck, Friday the 13th. And of course, in Spain, for those of you who don't know me, I'm in mainland Spain. In Spain, it's Tuesday the 13th that is supposed to be unlucky, not Friday the 13th. So I'm in Spain, so Friday the 13th is not unlucky, is it? It's only unlucky in other places. So Tuesday the 13th, if you're in Spain, is supposed to be unlucky. Okay, so I've waffled on quite a bit there. I'm going to say hello to everyone, and then we're going to talk about this. What can I say about this that Dog the Bounty Hunter has come out with? If it wasn't that it was so serious that we're talking about a 15-year-old boy that's gone missing. Well, he's 16 now because he's just passed his 16th birthday, Sebastian Rogers. It would be almost funny, wouldn't it? Because this war now of the private investigators on Twitter, this is like more, you know, you've got one private investigator that seems to favour Katie and Chris Proudfoot in this Sebastian's biological mum and his stepdad. Then you've got the other private investigator, if you can call him that, Dog the Bounty Hunter, who seems to favour Seth and the Seth camp. You know, it has turned into these two camps instead of really all that matters is that Sebastian is found, isn't it? Anyway, all day yesterday on Twitter, Nick the Hat and Dog the Bounty Hunter, as say, why I've said before, why haven't they just got normal names? You know, like it turns it into sort of caricatures, and this is serious. This is talking about a missing boy. It's not a joke. It's not about characters like in a cartoon or something. Anyway, so yesterday on Twitter, this man who, you know, I used to like watching him on the telly, but it's funny how he can go off people, isn't it? And then when you think that someone is just literally using a missing person, the disappearance of a young boy like Sebastian, a young vulnerable boy like Sebastian, to sort of almost just show what a great person he is, you know, that's how I feel. Now, there'll be those of you out there that will think Dog is brilliant and everything he's doing is brilliant, and everything that Steve Fisher, the other private investigator, and Chris and Katie do is rubbish. You know, there's like two camps in this, isn't there? But anyway, I'm not in any camp, but you know, to me, the only thing that matters is that Sebastian is found, hopefully safe and well. Some of the things that Dog says, I hope they're true. I absolutely hope that they are true, because from what Dog is saying and from what Nick the Hat is saying is that Sebastian may well be found safe and well. So let's hope so. Let's hope, let's pray with everything. You know, I don't care who's right between him and Steve Fisher, but I don't care who's right between Kathy and Chris and Seth. All I care is that hopefully Sebastian will be found safe and well. So I'm going to light my candle. That today is for Sebastian specifically. But as you know, it's for any of us that are feeling a little bit lost, either physically, mentally, struggling with whatever problems, be they mental health problems, physical health problems, relationship problems. Maybe you're in a domestic violence situation, you're dreading Christmas, or maybe for financial reasons, you're dreading Christmas. Whatever the reasons are, the candle is for all of us. At the end of the day, the candle that we light, we can't, you know, we can't sort of save the world, if you like, but we can at least put out some positive vibes. So yeah, so this was the thumbnail for this video that you're watching, and all day yesterday, Dog on his Twitter was tweeting, oh, listen out, this significant update coming, blah, de, blah, de, blah, de, blah. We were all on tenterhooks. Well, I was, anyone who follows his Twitter. What is this new news, you know, that he says he'd been to the police. I'm going to read it out in a minute. Anyway, he's been to the police in Tennessee. He's had significant updates and he'll be revealing those soon. And basically, the significant update is that the hoodie guy, green hoodie guy that he identified on a previous sort of comment stream, you know, he's got hold of this CCTV from the Texas Roadhouse, and there was the green hoodie guy, they were calling him then, who allegedly had some interaction with Katie as she went to her car with Sebastian. Now we find out it's actually green hoodie gal. It's a woman, it's not a man, and we've got some information, or Dog's put some information out about her, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. You know, what do we think of it? Do we think it's even relevant? Because personally, don't forget, this CCTV was from the day before Sebastian went missing. And there's no way that the police won't know about this CCTV. They'll have already been through it. They'll have seen the green hoodie guy or girl video, and they'll have looked at it, thought about it. But having said that, if Dog the Bounty Hunter with his many followers means that he can identify this person that maybe the police haven't managed to identify this person yet, well, that's good. You know, I'm not against any coverage, any circulation of Sebastian's last movements, photos, and that for me is good. You know, to give, if it brings some sort of information that the police haven't had before. But personally, I think the police have probably been through all this information. They probably know exactly who green hoodie girl or guy is. Well, girl, apparently. It's a woman, apparently. So we're going to look at that in a minute. So first thing I'm going to do, though, is say thank you to everyone. Thank you to all my subscribers. Thank you to all of you who like my videos, etc. Those of you especially who are members, thank you. If you're a paid member, today's the last day to email me to request your Christmas gift, okay? But remember, it has to be a paid member, and also you have to send me some sort of address, because the present that I'll be sending you for Christmas, which will be a copy of my book, or if you've already got that, something else related to Vicky Marie Chats, today is the last day to request it, because otherwise it's not going to get there before Christmas. So literally, if I don't receive an email, your email with some address, you know, it doesn't have to be your address, but it has to be a place that I can send it to, because it's coming through Amazon. So, you know, it does have to, I do need an address. Otherwise, I can't send it to you, obviously. Yeah. And thank you so much. My members are so special. Now, I just want to make, sorry, I know I'm waffling on, but I like to have a waffle, as you know. But last night, we had a members live, and we were talking about Jean-Benet Ramsey. And do you know what? And then after we had the live, then I started watching the end of the documentary series that's on Netflix. And I've got absolutely, I don't know, I've never really reported much on this case before, but I'm going to do a real deep dive on it, because I think this case is solvable. I was saying last night, oh, I don't think anyone will ever know, etc. But then after watching the documentary and after looking into things after that, you know, I sort of really got into it, and I thought, no, I think this case is solvable. I think it is. I think we might find out one day who did that awful thing to Jean-Benet Ramsey. So look out for that. That'll be coming probably next week, a deep dive. Won't be a live, it'll be a video that I'm going to. But if there's anything you want to say about that case, anything you want to draw attention to, you know, please get in touch with me, because what this deep dive will be, it'll be a talk about all the different bits of information that we do know about, the facts that we know, and where maybe that leads us, about the person that was arrested, well, people that have supposedly confessed to the crime, or the people that maybe did it but they haven't confessed, you know, all the details, the ransom note, the garrote thing, you know, there's so much in there that doesn't fit together, does it? So there'd be a reason for that. So just wanted to talk about that. Now I am going to say hello to everybody. Oh, and also thank you to anyone who's sent me PayPal or bought me a Ko-fi or sent me a super sticker. Thank you so much. Okay, so, oh, and remember in chat, don't dox yourself. Don't talk about where you are. Well, not too specifically. You can say vaguely where you are, but, you know, don't say what you're doing on Saturday or where you're going. Don't dox yourself or anybody else. And please don't mention other channels by name. Thank you. Hi, Tracy. Hi, David. You're probably back by now, Tracy, because I've been waffling on that long. Hi, Laurie. Hi, Admit. Hi, Jean. Yeah, Somerset saying hi from Somerset is fine, just as long as you don't give your address or say where you're going on Saturday. But hi, Jean Bissett, because we've got a few Jeans on here. What calendar do you have? Oh, right, yeah. So we're talking about, sorry, because now I've started on the beginning of the chat and I'm thinking, why are we talking about space hoppers? But now I realise, because it's what I was talking about right in the beginning. Yeah, space hopper, that's a good description, Admit. People don't realise that I used to walk I had a little poodle at the time. I used to try and walk him. Oh my God, I couldn't walk. It's like waddle, waddle, waddle. And Laurie's taking a dog out. Oh God, yeah, no, she's talking about Dog the Bounty Hunter. So now I'm getting confused. I think Dog's gone, you know, what can I say? I think I used to watch Dog in the day, you know, when he used to do when the TV series was on and everything, and I really enjoyed watching it. But I think I went off Dog the Bounty Hunter a little bit over the Gabby Petito case, because he was completely wrong with everything he said. He was up there knocking on the, not that I've got, you know, a lot of love and respect for the Laundry family, but he was there knocking on their door like for attention and that. I just didn't like that. But anyway. Yeah, 80s throwback a little bit. This is the problem, I think, when people have been popular in the day, we see that in British cases, don't they, with certain people. So when they've been popular and they've been respected because of the situation then in the 80s, 90s or whatever, and then times have changed now, and they can't accept it, or they haven't moved with the times, you know, they haven't moved on with the times and understand that what they used to get away with then, they don't get away with now. But anyway. Oh, another Somerset person. Somerset, of course, it's famous for cider, isn't it, Somerset? Or is it? I think so. Hope you like cider. But anyway. Okay, so I've said hello to everyone's in the chat. If I miss you coming in, you know, from now on, I'm very sorry, but I'm going to get into the spiel now. And once I get into the spiel, sometimes I can't look at the chat and I can't notice what's going on in the chat, but I would try my best to keep up with anybody else who's coming in. And also I want to say hello to anyone who's at home. Not everybody wants to join the chat. You know, we have our lurkers, hi lurkers, and they're positive. Some people just like to listen. They don't like to join in the chat. Hi to you, and also hi to those of you who watch on catch up. So let's have a look what let me take that banner off actually. Let's have a look what Dog was teasing us with yesterday. So all day yesterday on Twitter or X, Dog and also Nick the Hat and all the ones that are supporting him were teasing us with, oh, big news coming, etc. Oh, I think first, this is what Dog has got clipped to his pin, sorry, I should say. $225,000, $155 reward. Now, remember when we started covering Sebastian's case, there was no reward or none, or there was maybe $3,000 or something like that. Suddenly we've got this massive reward. So he has pinned to the top of his Twitter this video of the Texas. Now, people making a big thing about this. This is a family going to dinner. I don't see anything remarkable about this, but you'll see what you know. Oh, Katie was looking round and she was doing this and she wiped her hand on a napkin. Oh my God. All I see here is a mum and a son coming to have something to eat. Sebastian, he looks such a polite person. You know, it's so sweet to see him, but also very sad to see him because Sebastian has not been seen. Well, he was actually seen the next day, according to the FBI. And I keep repeating this, though nobody seems to take it on board. The FBI poster says he was last seen the next day, not this day, the following day. But then since then, nada, nothing, zilch. Nobody knows what's happened to Sebastian. I still haven't heard anything about what happened to that body that's been found in the landfill not far away. I'm not saying that is Sebastian, but it could be anyone really, but it's somebody's loved one. But I don't think still we haven't got any details. They'll be doing the forensic test on that body. Or is Sebastian, hopefully Sebastian, I hope, as I keep saying, I hope it is a scam. I hope it's a scam because then this boy will still be alive. But anyway, let's see this video. So this is the video that Dog has pinned to his X profile. So it's a very busy, we haven't seen this whole thing before, but it's a very busy restaurant. It's got a nice family feel to it. I don't know. So Sunday they've been bowling. As far as I know, I think that's where they'd been, and they finished it off with a family dinner. It just always makes, you know, see how they've put their at night sort of logo on there. This is not their video. You know, this video belongs to the Texas Roadhouse. But anyway, if they've got hold of it, I suppose so. That's why they've put that on there. But it doesn't belong to them. So Katie is looking round, people making a big thing about that, but I don't know about you, but if I was sat, I'm always people watching. I'm always looking around to see what people are doing, who's coming in. I just don't understand why that is considered suspicious. Looking round to see who's coming in or what other people are doing. Look, this woman is looking over there. If you look at any of these people that are sat there, especially, the thing is, if you're in a relationship, or if you see someone every day, or you've spent a lot, her and Sebastian have been together all day, what are they going to talk about? How many times, if you see people talking in a restaurant really animatedly, they'll normally be friends or some relation, like new relationship or something like that. This couple here, they're not even sat opposite each other. They're both sat together like that. So they're not talking, are they? I've been in restaurants where me and my friends, we've been chatting away, and there's been a couple sat at the next table to us. They never say a word throughout the whole meal, except for thank you, or to the actual waiters or waitresses. People, who see each other every day, what are they going to have to talk about? It's different from when friends meet up and stuff like that. So people trying to make a big thing about the fact that they do talk, but they don't have an animated interaction, because they've been together all day. What else are they going to talk? They've gone for something to eat. They're not going there for a chat. And then some of these bits of this video, they've slowed down to try and make it look more suspicious. Anyway, I'll let you tell me, but I'll just play it because I've got my thoughts on it. To me, there's nothing suspicious about this video, but I know people do have, people have their opinions. I'll tell you what, I hope that there's never a day that someone decides that they're going to look at what I'm doing in a restaurant every single way I look, turn, oh gosh, looking at the door, looking over there, looking. Oh, honestly, God, imagine being under that much scrutiny because you sat having a meal. To me, actually, there, she looks like she might even be trying to attract the attention of the waiter. And they've slowed it down. They're trying to look. They've edited this video as well. That was an edit. So they've edited the video so it looks suspicious as well. Really what I'd like to see is the original video from the Texas Roadhouse before they started messing about with it. So looking at this, it was interesting to me. He's quite tall, isn't he, Sebastian? He's tall. Well, I don't know how tall Katie is, but they said he was 5'5". So you can see, you know, as he's getting into his teenage years and that he's growing upwards, you know, like they do. Because as he's walking out here with Katie, he's actually taller than her, a good couple of inches taller. They keep slowing it down to try and make it look, I don't know what they're looking at. She's looking for someone. She's probably looking to see where the waiters are, make sure they take the, you know, wondering if they'll take the, as she left the money on there, as she already paid for it. We didn't see her paying for it. This video has been well and truly edited. Okay, so that's the video. Dog has got pinned to his ex profile. But all day yesterday, let me see where he was saying. Let me go back to what I'm trying to find what he was saying yesterday. December the 7th. Where's it gone? He was definitely tweeting yesterday that there was a great big there was news coming out, and that seems to have disappeared. That. Oh, here. At night, oh, it must have been on At Night Private Intelligence. At Night will announce a development from Dog the Bounty Hunter regarding the search for Sebastian Rogers within the next 48 hours. If you have any information, blah, de, blah, de, blah, de, blah. So they were teasing this. Sebastian's family, friends, and community are counting on us. We remain resolute in our mission to bring him home. We really appreciate your dedication and teamwork in this critical endeavour. Together we can find Sebastian. So that he reposted it, but it was actually posted on That Night Private Intelligence. So what was the breaking news? So this is what it is. Dog the Bounty, we need to go on the At Night to see it. Dog the Bounty Hunter seeks public assistance across the United States in identifying Green Hoodie in relation to an interaction hours before the disappearance of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. 250,000 reward now it's gone up to. Gosh, so the reward's gone up again. America. Dwayne Dog Chapman, also known as Dog the Bounty Hunter, is seeking your assistance in bringing Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers home safely and peacefully. Dog the Bounty Hunter is releasing significant new findings regarding an individual referred to as Green Hoodie and their actions on February the 25th, 2024. Based on information gathered from interviews and witness accounts, it is highly likely that Sebastian is no longer in Tennessee. However, all indications suggest he's still alive. Well, I hope he is. Please God, let's hope that Sebastian is still alive. Dog sources have no knowledge of this woman. So he just before or after the unsettling encounter that transpired on that fateful night. Was it an unsettling encounter? Anyway, so key findings, green hoodie. So they're just calling them green hoodie now, not even green hoodie girl. Emergence and initial movement at 6:22 p.m. Surveillance captures green hoodie emerging from the shrubbery or bushes near the parking lot. There's calling her a she there. She is seen moving cautiously between Mrs. Proudfoot's parked vehicle and an adjacent car. Now, when we watched this video a couple of days ago or whenever it was, I felt that whoever this person was, they just looked like they'd had too much to drink to me. They were staggering a bit. Anyway, the timing coincides with Mrs. Proudfoot and Sebastian standing up from their table inside the establishment and preparing to leave. Number 2, interaction outside the establishment at 6:23 p.m. Mrs. Proudfoot and Sebastian exit the location and approach their vehicle in the parking lot. Outside, green hoodie initiates a brief hand-to-hand interaction. Hand-to-hand interaction? Wasn't he sort of, let me just come back, see what I'm doing. Wasn't he or green hoodie person was holding their hands up like that? I felt like they were drunk. And hi, Joanne. It's just, it feels like when I watched it, I felt like that green hoodie person was just going like that, holding the hands up and saying, oh, I felt like they looked like they were staggering a bit and they were drunk, but I don't know. I wasn't there, so I don't know. Just saying what my impressions were. So they're calling it a brief hand-to-hand interaction with Mrs. Proudfoot near their car. The exchange appears deliberate but happens quickly. I don't think it appeared deliberate at all, making the exact nature of the interaction unclear. Green hoodie maintains a calm demeanour and does not appear hurried or agitated. Number 3, entry into the establishment at 6:25. Following the interaction, green hoodie enters the location with her hood down, making her face clearly visible. Now, let me just say one thing. Do you think the police haven't checked all this out? This was in February. They're making it out like this is a new thing. The police will have seen that from the following day or the day after, whenever Sebastian was reported missing and they started retracing steps. Well, do you think the police are watching this and thinking, oh God, we never saw a green hoodie person before. Oh my God, there's a new lead. It's not a new lead. It's not a new lead. The police have known about it ever since February. Of course they have. Anyway, she proceeds directly to the women's restroom without engaging with anyone or making any purposes. No, she probably needed to go to the toilet because she's been drinking. After a few minutes, green hoodie exits the restroom and leaves the building. I think whoever that person is, they look to me like they'd had a little drinky poo. They're a little bit unsteady on the feet. They've gone in to use the restroom and then they've gone. Anyway, I personally think the police will know exactly who this person is, but never mind. Maybe I'm wrong, but entry into the establishment at number 4, return to the shrubbery and the pickup. So they're saying, upon exiting, green hoodie heads back outside and moves through the shrubbery again, avoiding additional surveillance cameras. Well, it's too late. She's already been seen on the surveillance cameras. Footage shows an unknown vehicle illuminating her path at approximately 6:30 p.m. The exact details of her departure remain uncertain, whether she was picked up by someone else or had her vehicle concealed nearby. But she did leave the area at that time. So then we've got this summary of her movements. 6:22, she emerges from the shrubbery near the parking lot. 6:23, Mrs. Proudfoot and Sebastian exit the establishment. A brief, deliberate interaction occurs between Green Hoodie and Mrs. Proudfoot near the vehicle. 6:25, Green Hoodie enters the location, proceeds to the women's restroom and exits quickly. 6:28, Green Hoodie speedwalks back to the shrubbery where an unknown vehicle is seen illuminating the path where she emerges, raising the question of whether she was waiting for a pickup. So at approximately 6:30, Green Hoodie either enters this vehicle and is picked up, or she walks to a vehicle of her own, which may have been parked out of view in the adjacent parking lot of the nearby shopping centre. This shopping centre includes businesses such as Vanderbilt Pediatric Ophthalmology Hendersonville. What? Making it a plausible area for a discreet parking to avoid detection. Continued. So, are they going to show, is there a video somewhere of this? Look, this is the person, yeah. Now, people are out there saying, oh, this is Katie's mum, or, you know, a biological mum, or it's her foster mum, because it wasn't Katie brought up by foster parents. Other people are saying it's Kathy Bowersox. I just think it's some random woman, isn't it? Or is it? I mean, they've got a clear picture of her coming in. Surely the police will have looked into this. It's just this assumption, like as if it's something new. It's not new. It's not new because the police will have known about this for ages. Oh, and then, of course, we've got the war of the private investigators. So we've got Dog, the bounty hunter, talking about Steve Fisher, saying this so-called alleged private investigator claimed his clients, the Proudfoots, are under extreme pressure. Maybe that's because they didn't want you to know the truth about who Green Hoodie really is. They said it was an elderly man, but guess what? It's a woman. What do we think about it all? You know, is there something suspicious here? And then Steve Fisher, who he's deliberately attacking there, he comes on and says, well, you would know about felonies for murder charges since you have been convicted of that exact crime, Dog. If I paid for it, would you be willing to have a mental health professional evaluate you? I'm very serious. This is sad to see happen for the world to witness in real time. Let's have a look at what his actual Twitter says. Let's see. So he says, once again, at night, and a man calling himself Dog, desperate for views and attention, are attempting to respin their failed narrative. This time, they're claiming that the Green Hoodie was stalking the restaurant from the bushes. Cue the old laying in wait plot twist. Fortunately, I've taken plenty of footage this week from the Texas Roadhouse. The so-called bushes are nothing more than a row of mostly dying shrubs that no one could reasonably hide behind. These shrubs divide a row of parking spots that run parallel to the restaurant. At night, not to be confused with at night, because Texas Roadhouse is actually legit. This area is used as a pickup line for vehicles retrieving to-go orders. This explains why in the video, the two men at the to-go counter simultaneously turn their heads. At Night's Not So Legit group tries to frame this as something nefarious, when in reality it's just someone in a vehicle calling out to let the men know they've arrived for their order. Guess what's behind those bushes? Where At Night wants you to believe a child predator is lurking. More parking spots. Once again, their spin is as flat as their so-called injunction. Why isn't anyone asking Francis about that? Yeah, because they said that they were going to take Steve Fisher to court, and of course they haven't. What do we make of this? I mean, what do we make of it? Does it, who is, like this person here has said, these weirdos make themselves look dumber by the day. Who are the weirdos? Who do we believe? Do we believe Steve Fisher? Or do we believe Dog the Bounty Hunter and Nick the Hat? It's, I'd like to know who the green hoodie person was and if they were relevant, of course. But, I just think the police will have looked into that. Of course they will. As I say, this is not new news. This is news from February. This is a video that will have been examined by the police. Has Dog the Bounty Hunter lost the plot, or is he really on the trail of what happened to Sebastian? It's weird, I think. The whole thing is weird. And again, it loses sight of Sebastian. To me, I watch that video, I just see a mother and a son having a dinner after they've been out all day. I don't see anything suspicious. That green hoodie person, to me, it just looked like they bumped into Katie because they were trying to walk through, in between the two cars. Katie was trying to go into the driver's seat. I don't feel like there was anything suspicious about it, and until the police tell me there was, I certainly won't be listening to what Dog the Bounty Hunter has to say about it. As I say, it's just the total cock-up that he made of the Gabby Petito case that has made me doubt Dog. As I say, I love watching his programme, 20 years ago or whatever. But is he really, what is going on now? Is there really, it feels like a sort of, nobody knows what's happened to Sebastian. Nobody knows. And we hope that the police have got leads that and there will be some news coming out about what has happened to him. And I say, part of me just hopes he's right. Hope that Dog is right. Maybe Katie did arrange for Sebastian to be taken off somewhere with someone. I bloody hope so, if that means he's okay. But, what is all this noise? Both the private investigators, to be honest, getting into this sort of X-war. What about Sebastian? So you've got two private investigators there. You've got Steve Fisher, who's been successful many times, and he was certainly right about Hannah Kobayashi. And then you've got Dog the Bounty Hunter, who also has got, a lot of clout, hasn't he? He's got big following. Why can't they join together and put both their followings together? Why can't Katie and Chris and Seth join together? Why is Seth trying to make as much money as he can out of this case? Oh, and that was the other thing. So Chris's mum, Kathy Bowersock, she's been all over Facebook again. In fact, we'll just have a look at Facebook. She's very down on Seth. So Chris and Katie don't say much about Seth, do they? But she's making up for it, I think, because she's like very anti-Seth now, saying things about openly now about Seth, and now he's a money grabber, these kind of things. So Oh, let's just have a look at this. So there's a picture. I honestly don't even know if these pictures are genuine. But this is supposed to be the green hoodie person. Is it? The trouble is now I'm thinking, well, even when I see, let's have a look at this. Even when, oh no, I think this is a meme, so I won't show that because I don't want to show things that aren't true. Even if, God, I've forgotten what I was going to say now. Yeah, who is this person? I don't even trust the photos that I see now. Let's have a look at the, I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, have they been doctored? Is this a genuine photo? Or have they been altered? I honestly don't believe anything now. That's the point I've got to. Unless the police say it, I just don't accept anything in this case. Yeah, and a lot of it is just attacks. Yeah, here's your, oh my God, shocking new update, clickbait things. Yeah, and then Nick the Hat has gone on and been sort of trolling, really, the police websites. Yeah, Smiley, I don't like her either. Anyway, so so I've got to a point where I don't like anybody else who's commenting on this because they're all making a big, so who's telling the truth? Well, for me, the only people that I'm going to believe are whatever the police have to say. Or the family, maybe, if they came out with something, but they're not saying anything because they've been told not to say anything. I was encouraged by what Seth said the other day, that he felt encouraged, that he felt like the police were working towards finding out what has happened to his son. That's what I'd like to see. So hi, Seffi. Yeah, I think Dog is a showman, isn't he, at the end of the day? And it's a shame, isn't it? Because you sort of want you want to believe him. Personally, I think that the reason that he's offered all this money for reward is because he knows nobody's ever going to be able to find Sebastian. So I could turn around and say, if I felt that something awful had happened to Sebastian and we're never going to find out, I could say, yeah, I'm offering $100,000 reward. When you know that nobody's ever going to claim it, that's easy to do, isn't it? I think that's exactly what Dog's done. He's interjected himself in this case for publicity. I think he knows for a fact that nothing's ever going to get found out, so that's why he's put all these big rewards up. That's my opinion. That's, I know some people are in the other camp, and think maybe Katie and Chris have done something to Sebastian. I don't think that for a minute. I honestly don't think it. I don't know. I think Sebastian probably ran away and maybe one day, I don't know what happened to him after that. And maybe, hopefully one day we will find out. And, nothing would please me more if Katie had him kidnapped and he was okay and safe somewhere. Or even Seth, I don't care who'd had him kidnapped or took him away, hiding him somewhere. It'd be great if it turned out to be a Shannon Matthews type situation, where Shannon Matthews, if people don't know, was a British girl that was allegedly kidnapped, or she disappeared anyway, and it turned out it was all a big scam. If that turned out with Sebastian, I would be happy about that, because at least he would be safe, bless him. So he's just had his 16th birthday, coming up to Christmas. It'd be nice, wouldn't it, if he was found before Christmas, but we've only got a week to go now. But I don't like the way that Seth has monetized his YouTube channel, his memberships that go up to nearly $50 a month. And I still think if Katie would have done that, if she would have started a YouTube channel, offered memberships, monetized it, accepted all those super stickers and everything, I think if Katie would have done that, there would be an absolute uproar. And for some reason, a lot of people just feel sorry for Seth. But from what I can gather, Seth wasn't a brilliant parent. Nobody's a perfect parent. I'm not a perfect parent. But I'm not the one who's slagging off the other parents. It's Seth who's slagging off the rest of it, the Chris and Katie, and making out he's like some fantastic parent. He's not. And he is the one who is making money out of his son's disappearance. Don't think Katie and Chris are making any money out of it. So, anyway, that's what I think. But I know there'll be some of you that will think different. And, none of us know the truth. None of us were there. None of us know what happened to Sebastian, and none of us know the full story of what even the police know. So don't forget that the police actually said on Sebastian's birthday that they did have more information, but they couldn't release it because it was relevant to the inquiry. So I think one day when this sort of gets more clear, there'll be things that will come out that we didn't know about. But yeah, exactly. Maybe maybe I should do that. Anyone can offer a reward when they know that there's nothing going to be found out, or even if you offered a reward, and then because you've offered a reward, then as you say, Seffi, you get the clicks, you maybe get the super stickers or whatever, you get the cash because they have these cash apps, don't they, and stuff. And then you've got the reward then to offer maybe. But I think they're offering a reward, but they know that it's never going to have to get, it's never going to be called upon. So do you remember right in the beginning, and Seth said that himself, he said, because there was a small reward, wasn't there, of about $3,000. And Seth said that when he looked into that, they were just, what did he call it? They were just pledges. There wasn't any real money in that. So when we first started covering this case back in February, March or April or whatever, there was no reward. Nada, nothing. Now all of a sudden this $250,000 reward, which is a combination of what the FBI are offering, what Dog's offering, what this private investigator network is offering, combination of all them. So it's gone from from sort of $3,000 to $250,000 reward. Yeah, I mean that's the $3,000 was not enough. Obviously, that was strange that it was hardly anything. But now $250,000 is too much, isn't it? It seems strange. Most missing persons rewards around 30,000, 50,000. By the time, some anonymous donors put in and the police put in, or the FBI or wherever country it is. It's unusual for a reward to go to $250,000, isn't it? So, I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so I'm going to go and have some lunch. I may be back later. I've got to do some driving later and that. Yeah, take my son to work and stuff. But I expect I may be back. I'll be back soon. You can rely on that. Listen, I want to thank everyone for watching. As I say, if you're a member, a paid member, you must send me your address if you want your Christmas gift. Today's the last day to do that. If you're a gifted member, but you also have gifted members to other people, you know exactly, you can claim your gift as well, your Christmas gift. If you've already got the book, you can claim something else. I want to reward my members at Christmas and say thank you, a special thank you to my members. So, but I do need some sort of an address because I've got to send it through Amazon. So thank you so much. I'll see you really soon in the next video. The only good thing about all of this, all the arguments, whether it's between Seth and Chris and Katie, whether it's between Dog and Steve Fisher, is bringing attention to the case. That's the good thing. Please, let's say a prayer for Sebastian, because he's all that matters. Okay, thank you all. Don't forget to leave your DNA on the like button. And if you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing. I'll see you really soon in the next video. And until then, may your God go with you. Bye.